one of the biggest things that I hear coming from my clients is, they don't teach business in law school. And it's almost gotten to a point where attorneys are using it as a defensive flag of saying, this is why I'm not successful, rather than trying to figure out how to fix that problem and educate themselves on becoming somebody who's educated in business. And I'll even say this, I have an MBA. And I went through all the classes needed to become an MBA, and there's zero that was taught about running a small business when you go for your MBA. So going to business school probably wouldn't have prepared you for running a law firm anyway. So what's the solution for somebody who's, I don't know how to run a business, but I want to run my own law firm?
I think the first step is your mindset. I mean, there's a great book, by Carol Dweck called Mindset. And it's one of the first books I read when I was thinking about becoming a businessman, which is just to have a mindset that you want to learn. And I find that a lot of lawyers, it's kind of weird. We think of ourselves as professionals instead of businessmen because we're taught from an early age how special we are. And we're not special. We're just happen to have a good brain and happen to be lucky enough to go to law school and enter into a good career. So if you have a mindset that you want to continuously learn, I mean, I'm, middle-aged dude. I still go to 3, 4, 5 seminars a year. I still pick up a few morsels at each seminar. And I think that's how I started my career. And that's how I'm ultimately going to end my career, is that you don't want to stop learning. So, if you want to learn business, start reading books, start becoming a member of organizations or courses such as yours, Moshe, where everyone's into learning and collaborating and helping. So the fact that I had a father-in-law that taught me some of this stuff was definitely very helpful. But at that time, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have Facebook groups. We didn't have anything in the late 1990s. I just had my father-in-law, and there weren't that many seminars. So the fact that these days, for someone who's young, there's so many opportunities, so many knowledge resources, so many Facebook groups and seminars, I don't think it's that difficult. I think if you go to all these groups and really immerse yourself in the organizations that teach, that it's just as good as having a mentor or a tribe of mentors, as the book. There's a book called Tribe of Mentors. So, having a tribe of mentors is really easy these days.
I think it's bringing up the fact that it's really easy is something that we should caution our listeners about, because you kind of need to make a decision about who your mentor is going to be or who your group of mentors are going to be. But it's easy to get torn in different directions and actually be given different messages from the different mentors that are out there. And there isn't a right or wrong way. One of the reasons that I went into the legal community and said, here, I'm going to teach you how to grow your business. I'm going to teach, we call this podcast Profit with Law, right? So many people were focusing on top line revenue. How do I get my revenue to be, I want to be $1 million firm. If you're focusing on being $1 million firm, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Focus on how you can take home 250,000. And when you figure that out, you'll probably be $1 million firm. But the problem is that we're focusing on the wrong number. So a lot of attorneys who are teaching other attorneys how to do it, they came into the marketplace saying, here's how I did it. I'm going to show you how to do it. And that doesn't work for everybody. So that's really where I started, working with lawyers, is to say, hey, I didn't do it. I'm not an attorney. I understand business. No matter what practice area you're in, no matter what business you're in, I'm going to show you how a business is run. I'm going to show you what's important, and we're going to focus on that. And I think that really it's, what you're said about mindset and being willing to learn is ultra important, but also recognizing that you can go the hard way. You can try to figure these things out yourself and learn from your own mistakes, or you can join somebody who can be in your corner, who can be your coach, who can help you to see the things that you're not seeing and give you some sort of success path that you can follow so that you're not figuring it all out on your own. So I love that as the first stepping stone.